Welcome to the Economic Archer podcast. I wanted to add a little bit of humor to hopefully make the story stick. So I thought about what story, true story that I knew of that would paint the picture of what I've been trying to tell everybody is headed towards us. And the story, I came up with a perfect story, and I had a boss years ago who went through a midlife crisis, and all of a sudden out of nowhere he decides he's going to go on a mountain lion hunt. And so I'm talking to him and I'm like, so you're going to go on a mountain lion hunt? Well, what hunting have you done before? I hadn't. That's like your financial advisor. If your financial advisor has never been through a depression, if the financial advisor's not old enough to remember what it was like when we were on the gold standard, they're pretty much useless to you. They're just like my boss was with respect to his hunting capability. He's never been through anything. He doesn't know what to expect. Long story short, I told him, I'm not going to send you off on a pig hunt on a mountain lion hunt without you ever having hunted anything. You need to get some adrenaline pumping. You need to feel what it's like to have something bearing down on you and have to stand your ground and hold up to it. Well, I'm telling the story about the hunt that we had for this pig. And I'm going to say his name was Recession, Depression, Inflation, Currency Collapse. You see that? Because what's coming at us looks a heck of a lot worse than that pig does right there. It can hurt you a lot worse than that pig. But the true story is, I told my boss all about what was coming. And he's like, no big deal, set the hunt up. He'll go on the hunt, no big deal. Well, he showed up. He looked like he was dressed for Miami Vice. He was wearing black pants and a black turtleneck shirt. And he's got cotton top white hair. And He's standing there, he's ready. He's got his pistol around it. He's got a holster around his waist and his pistol. And I had a bow and arrow. That's what I usually hunt them with. Hence, Economic Archer. Anyway, I'm telling him, one of these pigs gets after you. If all else fails, you got to circle a tree or something and get him away from you. And if it's this big boar that's out there, you're going to have to climb a tree because he will run you up that tree. And he's sitting there like, whatever. Well, that's how I feel like the people are that I'm talking to them about what's coming at us. Recession, depression, inflation, currency collapse. They're just kind of like, nah, just kind of like Charlie was with that pig. Well, we get out there in the woods. I shot a pig. One of the other guys with us got a pig. About that time, I see that big boar. This one. Remember? His name's Recession, Depression, Inflation, and Currency Collapse. And he's out there and he's popping his teeth together. Every time they pop their teeth, they're sharpening those cutters. Those big teeth that you see here on the side, that's their cutters. And the other ones are wetters. It's like a sharpening stone. But that's like what we're hearing right now. Inflation. We're seeing the prices go up. That's that pig snapping his teeth together. He's looking at us. He's headed for our buying power. He's headed for whatever you've saved up. He's headed for your kids' college education money. Okay? Well, on that real hunt, I see that big pig out there and I'm ready to shoot him. And I made the mistake of saying, you know what, Charlie, he said he wanted this hunt set up. I'm going to let him get the pig. So he came over and he stood by me, and that pig, the second he stood next to me, that pig locked eyes on him. And I mean, he's bearing down, and I said, Charlie, you better shoot him. He's committed. Like, in other words, he's coming. Just like I'm telling y'all, with inflation, currency collapse, recession, depression, they're coming. They're coming. We're seeing all the signs of it. They're coming. Just like he's snapping his teeth. Well, about that time, that pig took off running. And we're in a pine thicket, and the trees are this far apart, and it's weaving in and out of those trees. Charlie's just standing there, hands down by his side. Looked like Kalijah the Wooden Indian, couldn't even move. And I'm screaming, shoot him! Shoot him! Like he's going to get you. Nothing. Didn't even move. Last second, I see that pig leap into the air. It's going to hit Charlie chest high. That's what's fixing to hit you. This inflation, this recession that we're in, depression, currency collapse, it's fixing to hit you chest high. The last second, Charlie throws his gun up and he shoots. The first time, hit the pig right between the eyes. The second time, he shot straight up in the air and the pig hit him in the chest and knocked him on the ground. And that's what I'm afraid is going to happen to a lot of y'all. And they're both down there shaking. I didn't even know if he'd hit the pig. Turned out he did. He got lucky and he hit that pig. And when it was all over with, we're all standing around, everybody that was out there. And that's the way we're all going to be when this stuff hits us full bore. When we find ourselves in a depression and the stores don't have stuff on the shelves. And you can't get money from the bank because there's been runs on the bank. There's no cash there. And your money won't buy anything. The prices of everything's going through the roof. That's where we were when this thing was over with. And I looked at him and I said, what were you thinking? What were you thinking letting that pig run at you and do nothing about it till the last second? And he's worried about the other people around there. He's kind of sticking his chest out and he's trying to tell us, I just waited till I was sure I could hit it. And I said, you can sell that story to somebody else. What was going on? And he said, when that thing locked eyes on me, like inflation's hitting you right now and you can't make the ends meet, having to run stuff up on your credit card, I am too. When that thing locked its eyes on me, I said, Mother of God, what have I gotten myself into? And I said, well, what in the world got you to finally move and shoot? He said, I was frozen. I couldn't even move. I was just frozen in fear. That's the way some of y'all are right now. You don't know what to do. But there's no sitting on the sideline. If you leave your money in dollars and the currency collapses, you have nothing. You're in the game no matter what, whether you choose to or not. If you've got dollars, you're in the game. I'm telling you, the bullets that will kill that pig, they're silver bullets. That's what I'm choosing. That's what I'm going to shoot him with. Anyway, Charlie said, when that thing locked eyes on me, I said, Mother of God, what have I gotten myself into? And he said, a voice spoke in my ear the last second. That's my voice talking to y'all right now. Buy silver, buy silver. But what it said to him was, him or me. And he shot and hit that thing the last second between the eyes. Y'all, don't wait another second. When this gets on top of you, you're not going to be able to get silver. Because people will have bought out the existing coins or bars like I showed you in a previous video. And you'll end up struggling to find any silver or any safe place. Any safe place. Look at that pig. See him? Don't let him get any closer. Fire. Y'all take care.